Third is F2F for HOTS, or face to face should be for higher order thinking skills. Remember in the Bloom's taxonomy, it should be at the higher level of thinking skills, and use the face-to-face time for knowledge deepening and knowledge creation. So what is this? During face-to-face, no lecture should be allowed. No, let's maximize the time for critical thinking. Let's maximize the time for skill performance validation. Let's maximize the time where or to perform an activity that cannot be done or that can be enhanced by face to face instead of an online. Kasi if you will just go a lecture, sayang yung time, sayang yung risk, no? We know that every day is a risk in this pandemic time. It's not worth to take the risk na yung estudyante pupunta lang, mag-attend lang because of a lecture, one way, teacher just talking, talking, and talking, which that can be done via online. That can be done a pre-recorded lecture. No assessment, no written assessment. Sayang yung time, yung written assessment. Although I totally understand for some courses, especially you have your rotation type of assessment where there is a need of a laboratory, apparatuses perhaps, or let's say for example a part of the muscles, and then students should be in rotation. It that can be done, but what I am referring to no written assessment, these are the lower level of thinking skill, like your recall, like your enumerate, no, where students can just simply recall it without any support material to understand the assessment or to process your assessment. Use the face-to-face for validation of the skill. I myself, I even said, I read literature that if you are going to have the limited face-to-face and you will just ask them to perform, why not let them perform via online, pre-recorded, and just do the validation? That is to maximize your time. What does it mean? So by the time they will come in, you will just have to validate what they perform online rather than letting them perform from scratch, and it will just take your time. Sayang yung time that you can only focus to one person or a few, and you are asking so much time that can be done online, or that can be done asynchronously or synchronously online, or the other flexible learning. So maximize the time, knowledge creation, knowledge deepening, no literacy level, no discussion, no one-way discussion of me as a teacher talking to students. Student will just simply listen to you. Sayang yung time. It's not worth yung risk if the students will just go there and listen to you. Okay? So during face-to-face, be creative. There are many activities that can be done here, like of course the experimentation, even demonstrated skills, skill validation, and so on and so forth. There are many strategies. We can talk that in the future webinar or future online training or seminars we have. Next, oh, by the way, you have to consider that during face-to-face, by operations, the guidelines also mention about this. Students doing flexible learning and have approved appointment from their HEIs, and these are activities that can be done. pick up learning materials. They can pick up the materials. They can submit the requirements. They can do consultation, which that cannot be done or that is best achieved via face-to-face because consultation naman can be done online. But there are there are instances that consultations are best articulated, especially when done face-to-face. Access to learning materials for a limited time. This is what I meant for our learning commons, our library. Defend their thesis, dissertations, or even take final examination, especially comprehensive type of exam. And the HEI shall ensure that health and safety protocol. This is the one I mentioned to you on the retrofitting, just to make sure that when they arrive, uh, the scheduling should be synchronized. Like if you allow students to pick up what time, how many are allowed to come on time. O baka naman kasi limited face-to-face, they can just come anytime. So all 10,000 students will go to your campus at one time. So while the instruction base is limited, but the outside is not anymore limited. That's the one I mentioned. It has to be synchronized, both classroom based and campus based or university wide policies and guidelines. Otherwise, it will defeat the purpose. Yes, limited nga. Meron kang 10 students inside the classroom. But when they go out, oh my God, they congregate and the hallways are congested, the library are full, or the cafeteria are full, and so on and so forth, which are very risky and prone to acquisition of the virus. Take note that walk-in students shall not be allowed. Why is it it is highly specified? It is highly specified walk-in students shall not be allowed so that administrators and all of the teachers and all stakeholders can plan out. So you just imagine if you have 40 students in a class and then all of them will say, okay, ma'am, we will submit, and all the 40 will come in to you in just one day. So all you have to do is to really schedule it based on the retrofitting of your sectioning, retrofitting of your classroom delivery, and retrofitting of your class schedule. Okay? Because again, this is a special case for a limited face-to-face. Special case because there is this uncertain enemy that we do not know where to when will strike, and we do not know also where they are right now, no? So you have to look at everything should be planned. Hindi siya yung uh automatic, we can change our schedule and then okay, let's meet tomorrow, and then the other half is not. It should be planned in consonance to the preparatory rules implementing guidelines of the institutions or of the subject.